I've got that little space. Gonna change it up here. This game's like. I've updated that. Oh, brightness. Anyway.
How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end. Welcome to Biomutant.
That was a comic book effect. Enemy indicator. Review. Her narration kind of breaks the gameness, so I'm going to turn that off. Quality unlock is 4K at many frames. Performance is 2K at 30. Yeah, performance. My screen isn't even the flow through the I'll get. I can't even do 2K. So. Big time events. Okay. Right. Start a game.
Encode your DNA.
Right. breed. The gene mutation making them nimble and dexterous at the cost of a less developed intelligence. Offshoot that compensates the lack of mental power with physical strength. Hybrid outcast with an even DNA struck in depth for both physical and mental challenges. Toughness and resilience. These are linked to the power of Kai, which amplifies their psionic output. Evolutionary lineages has gone in a direction where form and appearance over function. Here's the way it looks. We have the same agility, so find your character's starting attributes.
Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience.
Radioactive against cold.
Choose your first style. Pick your main color.
Here's the other rotator, up brightness.
Choose your detail color.
It does the brightness and saturation on the same, on this. On the same scaler.
Pick your main color. Choose your detail color.
Yeah, there we go.
Pick a class. Commando. Psy-Freak.
Use magic. Sparks, press down the input. Abound the ability to. It will make you throw. Your key energy regen is increased by 20%.
Saboteur.
Your dodge energy gear's cost is reduced by 20%.
Sentinel. Commando.
Range weapons inflict 10% more
Deadeye.
damage. Weapons are reloaded instantly. Your next magazine is granted.
Psy-Freak.
I'm going to try magic.
Psy-Freak chosen. Sounds good. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun.
Already at the crossroad, choosing a path in life. It's that fork in the road where you have to choose or simply stop living. I'm dark, as in strength and power. I mean light for freedom and loyalty.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Can't believe you'd choose that thing over me. But I'll be here waiting for you when you have a change of heart.
That thing? I'm right here. Let me remind you, we're two halves of the same. With the difference being I'm the better half.
Better half. My way is both better and brighter. Light makes it easier to see the best end.
The best end is the one you decide yourself. And it seems we're headed in the right direction.
Uh-oh. That's one. Or somewhat dark. Reload. Reload. Dodge.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Meat. Eaters. Meat.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Ouch. Ow. Ah, cool. Cracked it.
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
This is mine. Oh, damn. It's quite funny.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
this is not good. Where is it? It isn't the only thing. Wildlife starts to mutate when the days, ends of days. I might put a... yeah. Yeah. Okay. Ah. Hey. What's this? Some loot. Found a weapon, special effect hold add-on. Attach it to your ranged weapon to give it an extra damage type for as long as the ammo lasts. Some enemies have resistance and weaknesses to it. Attach special effect. It has... it's with consumption. Okay. Press up. Powers. A medic bag contains health items. Your health doesn't automatically regenerate in combat. You have to use it. Use a bench by holding up. Holding quick select input button. Okay. Oh.
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed
Wow.
with it. Evolution has its ways.
I reloaded. All enemies can often be looted, healing items.
Charge 'em.
You got fucked over by your own. Ah! Ow! Ow. Some enemies carry large shields. You need to break the shield with melee attacks before you can deal damage. Upgrade point. Enemies. Level up allows you to raise one of your 10 attributes. But yeah, pick which attribute you want to increase.
That ain't bad.
Earn upgrade points when loading up. They can be used to acquire new special attacks and perks. Load your first special close range, range combat, close combat, unarmed, equal hands. Hell yeah, that was wicked. Oh, badass. Rush. To spend them perks. Vengeance at night. Okay. The special attack. That has. Okay, there's quite a bit, Bobs. Outfit menu. Oh, flashlight. Ow.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
I have a crowbar. Yeah, no.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa. It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Move on. What's that?
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Yeah, I did it. Got to buy. There are points used to unlock mutations. The amount of finding containers. Okay. Special powers. Oh, you could just do that by itself. That's the quality. Mutate to unlock psionic powers, mutations, aura. Have a separate score as a child, and the choice you make in those dialogues will affect how characters remember you as a child. Choice and interacts can award you psionic power points that you can use to unlock. Okay. The moth mount will attack their allies instead of you. Cool. Make you spread toxic splash in the direction you're facing, inflicting damage to all enemies it hits. Oh, blaze. blink. It'll teleport you in the direction you're moving, creating a shockwave when you reappear. Damn. Ice bark. Oh, ho, ho. No wonder that's a. Oh, you need darkness. These are light attacks. Lets you levitate. Get this. And we can get a resistance upgrade. The radiation's pretty low, so.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
And a puzzle. These are scattered throughout the world. Some open new paths, while others feed different rewards. The node is that. To rotate the node. This is the number of rotations you have left. The higher your intelligence, the more moves you have. You charge at a certain point, it must be rotated into to complete the puzzle. Running out of moves before that has consequences. So what am I aiming for? Rotate each of the nodes so that the color matches each other. Bugger. Reset. No, it does not.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Does reset.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Oh. Huh. I like that he's on my shoulder. Is he on my shoulder? Yeah, he's on my shoulder.
The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. go.
Perfectly countering an enemy attack will stun them. A stunned enemy has stars circling above their head, and after hitting the enemy again, you can launch it up in the air by pressing L1.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Loot.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Looper Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Default dialogues are set to advance from one NPC line to the next. Automatically, if you want to manually do that, you can change it. Oh, there's them going home. Oh, bugger. Best before.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding. You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Net received. How do I use it? Ah.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree. Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today. That's not true. She's the reason there's still unity, and the only one strong enough to keep the 6 Wang Fu disciples disciplined. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the tree of life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived.
Wherefore, where?
The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse the Toxinol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eater's DNA into overdrive. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merkpuff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the northwest route. Nocco has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoofpuff at the end of the east route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Googlide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porkypuff at the end of the route to the southeast.
Cosata ghetto.
Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own.
Mopu far kobi.
He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved.
Satuata papkila.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
To wavu.
Hey. Say to friend.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Isn't that the door I came in though? Yeah, out in the open.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
It begins.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged.
Did you just pee on that?
Let's see.
Signposts are found near new locations of all interest all around the world. You'll unlock a signpost. Okay. Fast travel to signposts when you've unlocked them. Fuck.
That must be the World Eater that chewed off Out of Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down.
Oh. Shake off all the wet.
It's a bridge. Just get over it. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here.
Your inner balance is two halves that complete a wholeness that flows through all things. At times you'll be able to manifest your inner balance through deeds and dialogue. Who are those who always act in the same manner? And our wholeness is the sum of the choices we make.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
Interacting with or awards you with side points you can use to unlock side powers. Powers can only be unlocked once you reach a certain.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions. He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
That's a spark of light in you!
That's right. Smack that spark out before it starts.
You don't have to be so harsh. It's such a little spark.
Take it out now while it's small.
There's always another spark.
Get out of it. And a side power.
There's out of date again. He must have missed something important. Out of date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are two nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. Out of date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do.
Your quest tracker. Ah, madness.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
I'm not even involved in this conflict.
They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe
Trenches.
war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem. Let's see.
Open to a bit more.
Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Says the Sifu gets to choose who sees the Sifu, but he'll let you give it a try.
Zata is muito tloho. Kariesne zdace. Paro, ja put.
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you. He's referring to your rampage through Bunker 101. It seems you don't mind a bit of blood on your hands. That's something you have in common. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it was based on unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. Says there is some darkness in the best of us, even you, and suggests you embrace that side of you and help them vanquish the tribes and let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life. He had a feeling you'd say that. You're not sinister enough to be a Jagni. That big heart of yours makes you weak. He'll give you a chance to change your mind before you leave and asks you to reconsider. Otherwise, you'll be seen as a rival. Then so be it. He wants you to know that they'll show no mercy at the end of this war, and offers you a last chance to come back and join when you realize you've picked the wrong side. And with that, he urges you to seek protection at Myriad Stone Fort before word gets out that you've chosen not to side with them. He disagrees, and the day you meet again, you'll understand why.
Od lisen in your way.
It's time to say goodbye for now. And if it's not the kind of goodbye that lasts forever, then the next will mean the end for you.
Oh, they threw me out. Equipped. I now have a hat on. Armor drops a little bit. Shit.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled. You're not dead yet.
That actually just hit you in, no matter what. Oh, my frames.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled.
What the hell? How do they hit you so far? want to give me anything? Oh, rude.
Flex up.
Hit an enemy with it will fill up one super. Okay. Two different guns. Dual wield. The chances increased by 10. Yeah, that sounds good. And we'd actually like to have headgear on. How do I find out what my weapon, my gun? How do I change my gun? Can't upgrade it at the moment. Around.
Let's see.
Can't swim. Really empty? This whole place is empty. I guess it's just because I'm here too early. I fired the other one. He just... Oh, there he is.
That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know.
I'm going to leave it here.
Let's see.
Have a bit more of the map. Game saved. That was Biomutants. Yeah, that's for real. I'm going to end it this time. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend. And I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.